what is happening? It's me, Tamiq, and I decided that for today's video I would give you guys a young story time about how I stole my mom's car. Okay, so we're taking it back about a year or so ago, so it's like it's a pretty fresh wound, but not like super fresh, but like semi-fresh. Okay, so basically, Tony, if you're watching this, what is good, girl? For those of you wanting to know who Tony is, she's like one of my extremely close friends. We've practically grown up together, and she was with me on the day that I stole my mom's car. So yeah, I felt like it was important to mention her. To give you guys a bit of context as to what happened, we're going back to about June, okay? And on this particular evening, my parents were going to my aunt's place for a young bride, okay? And I decided that I wanted to stay at home. Anyway, Tony and I speak every single day, so on that day we'd be messaging. Honestly, it's like I don't even know what I had for supper 2 nights ago, so I can't tell you how we came to this conclusion, but we decided that we're going out on that night, okay? And we thought that we had everything perfectly planned out, but yeah, things didn't really go according to plan. So Tony was in my area visiting a few friends of hers, and after she was done there, she came to my place, and I think it might have been around 7:30, 7:45, somewhere around there. Now I was expecting, since my parents are gone to my aunt's place, they're probably only going to be back at like 11, 12, somewhere there. Anyway, Tony comes over, we get dressed, makeup did, whatever, and now we're like, okay, we're looking at each other, we both dressed, and my heart is pounding because I'm like, am I really about to do this right now? So she looks at me and I'm looking at her, and I can see me thinking the same thing, you know? So I said, I'm like, are we really gonna do this? And she's like, are we really gonna do this? I'm like, are we really gonna do this? And she's like, are we really gonna do this? I'm even asking myself, like, are you sure you want to do this right now? Anyway, you know, I decided, okay, no, we're doing it, okay? What is the worst that can happen here, you know? So we get in the car, and mind you, at this point, I was only a learner driver. I didn't even have my license yet, okay? But Tony had her license, so I figured, okay, if there are any cops on the road, at least that won't be an issue because Tony's a licensed driver. So it's not like you've got 2 learner drivers driving in the car. So we get to the event, and basically my plan was I'd message my mom to say, listen, when you think you're gonna leave, or let me know more or less what time you think you'll be back, or you know, that type of thing. So she's like, okay, I'll do that. So I put my phone on vibrate, I put it on loud, it was in my pocket, just to make sure that I hear that phone when that notification comes through, okay? Little did I know, I think we were there for like 45 minutes to an hour max. And something just said to me, take your phone out and just check on WhatsApp, okay? I take my phone out, I go into WhatsApp. I see that a message was sent to me by my mom 10 or 15 minutes before I decided to check my phone to let me know that she was on her way home. When I say I have never shat myself so bad in my entire life, I looked at Tony, I'm like, bro, we need to go. There we are, flipping, hobbling out there in our heels. Running now to the car to make sure that we get back on time. I put foot, okay? Here's a learner driver. I've never gone over the speed of 60 max, okay, during my driving lessons. I'm on the road doing 120, okay, to make sure that we get home before she does. But guys, it was too late. It was too late. We were on William Nicol Drive, okay, and I think the drive home was about 15 or 20 minutes or so, but we were on William Nicol Drive maybe about 10 minutes from being home. Does my mom not phone me? And she is going off. Tony's sitting next to me, okay? So now we're both deliberating. We're like, do we answer this phone call? Do we leave it? Because if we answer it, we know we're in shit. But if we don't answer, hey, then it's probably gonna be even worse when we get home. Hey, I answer the phone. Hi, mommy. Where are you? Where is my car? She is losing her mind, and I'm just sitting there. I'm like, hey, what were we thinking? Tony, I can see, is also like, she's dying on the side here, and the passenger seat next to me. We're both like, yeah, what were we thinking? Yeah, hey, it's a flop. Anyway, we get home, and the way that the house was set up is that you drive into the garage, and the garage walk leads straight into the kitchen, and there's a back door that you can see straight from the garage. There's a glass back door, so you can see the reflection of the staircase, okay, in that back door. And as soon as we pulled into that garage, I swear I didn't know what to expect. Yo, guys, I can't even explain the nerves, okay, that I felt in that particular moment. Yo, my nerves were shot, okay? So now I'm looking at the reflection to see when she starts walking down the stairs so I can mentally prepare myself. Yo, we pull in. Just as I park the car, she appears by the door, by the garage, like that door that leads into the main house. She's standing there and she's looking at me. And I can see that she is fuming, okay? So now I can't decide, do I jump out the car? Do I stay in the car? I don't know what to do, because I don't know what to expect here, you know? So she comes around to the driver's side. She yanked that door open. Honestly, I thought she was going to break the car door off. And she actually threw like one or two, and I'm there dodging, trying my best. I've still got the seatbelt on, like, I could tell those were gonna be one or two hot slaps, okay? I don't know how to protect myself in this situation. I take my seatbelt off, she yanks me out the car, and I got two hot claps, okay, on my cheek. I honestly thought that my earring was going to fly out of my ear, okay? Tony's sitting in the passenger seat still, and she's just sitting and keeping quiet, looking like, because she doesn't know what is she supposed to do in this instance, you know? So she jumps out the car, she's standing there very quietly. My mom's going off about the fact that, you know, I could have damaged her car. Was I gonna pay to get things fixed? Mind you, the car came back in one piece, okay? Not a single scratch, nothing was out of place. But she's here complaining about the fact that I could have done X, Y, Z to her car. Was I gonna be the one to pay for those fees, you know? I'm thinking, you should be happy that I'm alive right now, you know? I'm standing in front of you, I am well, thank you for asking. And I'm also hoping that she doesn't realize that the heels that I'm wearing are hers, because then I know it's gonna be like a double whammy. So anyway, she told me that basically because of my actions, I need to go and pack my stuff and get the hell out of our house. She walks out of the garage, and Tony and I are just standing there and looking at each other. Anyway, I quickly take those heels off. There was a box that happened to have my mom's shoes in the garage, so I just threw the shoes in there and walked in barefoot. We go upstairs. She gives me black bags and she tells me to pack my stuff. So I'm like, okay, so that was stage one now. Oh. Then I'm wondering, okay, she's back. She's given her 2 cents. Where's my dad? Because I know now that's gonna be like Ructions 2.0, okay? Hey, my dad comes 5 minutes after we start packing stuff. He comes upstairs, makes Tony and I sit on the bed, and he's like, what the hell is wrong with you two? Tony, you're supposed to be the good influence here, you know? Telling her that she shouldn't be taking her mother's car, but yeah, you are, the two of you, doing your own thing, whatever, going on. And he basically said, yeah, if you can't live by the rules in this house, you'll get out. Hey. He also tells me, pack your stuff and get out. So at this point, we are pretty much packing my stuff into Tony's parents' car, because that's how she got to my place. So here we are packing my black bags into Tony's parents' car, and he says to me, give me your phone, give me your iPad, okay? Those were the only 2 things that I happened to have at the time. He didn't ask me for my laptop. I think it had just been stolen actually at that point, so I didn't have a laptop. So now I'm like, hey, you want my phone? Yo, my phone and my yo, okay? Anyway, go and fetch it, because you don't argue with a colored father, especially not when he's angry, okay? go now fetch it. Does he not decide that he's going to smash my phone to shreds, as well as the iPad? I have never in my entire life seen what the inside of an iPad looks like, or the inside of an iPhone. But I now officially know what it looks like. And I'll actually show you guys. I took pictures of it because I just couldn't believe, okay? So I'm gonna attach those pictures right about now, slip them in, okay? So you can see what I was left with. So after he finished smashing both my devices, he told me to get in the car, told the both of us that we have 2 minutes to get out of the gate. If we don't get out that gate, then there's gonna be problems. Anyway, we managed to get out the gates in time, and Tony's now stressing because she's like, how do I now explain to my parents that you're coming home with me, or, you know, basically what events occurred? Because she was scared now because she's assuming that my parents are probably gonna phone her parents to tell them what happened. So Tony is now practicing her waterworks and her tears, and I'm just sitting there, and honestly, for some reason, I just felt this level of calm, which for me is very strange, because I'm like, I tend to be a very emotional person, but in this particular moment, like, I tried to force a cry, but it just wasn't working, you know? So anyway, we get back to Tony's house, and she starts with the waterworks. Her parents are in bed already, so we walk in to the bedroom, and Tony starts with the waterworks, and I'm just standing there like, yeah. So we basically explained the situation, and they were not impressed with us, but anyway, they told us just go to sleep and we'll sort the rest of it out in the morning. When I tell you that the both of us did not sleep, we spent the whole night tossing and turning, okay? Because all I could think about, and I think even if I did end up falling asleep for like a little bit, it would be cut very short, because I'd start dreaming about the incident and then get nervous and feel anxious again. So it just, yeah. Anyway, the next day, I'm now wondering, I'm like, honestly, what am I supposed to do? I don't have a phone. How must I contact them? Like, I don't know what to do. Anyway, Tony's mom now phones my mom to see if it's okay for me to come home. My mom's saying, nah fam, there's no way that you're coming home. You can stay where you are. If you want to get up to nonsense, you can stay there. Do what you gotta do. If you want freedom, then by all means, you're just not living under my roof. And she was convinced that I am not coming home, okay? Now I'm starting to stress, because I'm like, yo guys, I'm gonna be homeless. Like, where am I gonna go to, you know? Eventually she came to terms with it and told me that I can come home, but I was also now dreading coming home, because it's like, ish, now we gotta have a sit down and talk about everything. And in all honesty, I can't tell you what it was that possessed me to take my mom's car. I think it was just a spur of the moment and like, let's do it, you know? So yeah, that's basically what happened. It's definitely something I will never forget, like ever in my entire life, okay? It's a story to tell my kids one day. And yeah, that's basically what happened. Thank you guys so much for listening to my story. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know what you want to see next on my channel, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment. All right, peace out.